I got to stop here real quick. Just one more thing about Karen Bass, who is doing a bang-up job. She's on fire. She is en fuego. But Karen Bass, the mayor of Los Angeles, she was giving some information yesterday. Cut 25, please. She was fabulous. Listen to this.
Build stronger than ever. Right now, if you need help, emergency information, resources, and shelter is available. All of this can be found at URL. Los Angeles together is how we will get
I think
through
we can stop there.
Through the
Stu, would you find that information at URL for me?
Yeah, let me just type on this. URL.
RL.
That's it?
Yeah, URL.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
Perfect. Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, what?
All the information I need is right here. In fact, that I will say
URL.
all the information I needed about Karen Bass is in that clip. But that's not, it doesn't tell me anything about the fires.
Nope. All you need. You imagine people are like at home if they don't know what URL is. And who doesn't at this point, honestly, who does not know what URL means? It's like find all the information at www. And they'll have all the information for you. I mean, oh my gosh. How did she possibly say that? And just not engaged in thinking at all. But, then again, it's hard to look bad next to Newsom. Did you see when Newsom was in the street and some woman came up to him and he's like, "Oh, I've got the president on the phone. Really? Can I see it?" "Well, not now. It's actually the King of England. It's your husband I'm talking to right now. He's really, I got somebody on the phone. I got to go." Listen to this. Cut 23.
Governor, you got a second? Governor,
Nope, I don't.
Governor, I live here, Governor. That was my daughter's school, Governor. Please tell me what you're going to do. I'm not going to hurt him, I promise.
I'm literally talking to the president right now to specifically answer the question.
He's literally,
of what we can do for you and your daughter.
Stop. Hang on just a second. He's literally talking to the president right now. Now, see how this lie falls apart. Go ahead.
We can do for you and your daughter.
Can I hear it? Can I hear your call? Because I don't believe it.
I'm sorry. There's literally, I've tried 5 times. That's why I'm walking around to make the
Why
call.
is the president not taking your call?
Because it's not going through. So
Why?
I have to get
Hold on just a second. So he's literally not talking to the president right now. He's literally trying to talk to the president right now. That's why he's walking around. He can't get cell coverage. And, honestly, what do you people in LA expect? Phone coverage wherever you are? There's a fire going on. What do you need cell coverage for? Hello? Oh my gosh.
It's incredible. I was waiting for him to just go, we'll help you out as soon as ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, hold on. That could be the president now. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Hello, Mr. President. It's so bad.
Oh, it's so bad.
And I will say it's really sad to see the city of Los Angeles go up in flames. I'm not as sad to see Gavin Newsom 2028 going down in flames as we watch this go on, because how could this guy... he wants to be your next president desperately.
He does.
He really does. He'll run almost no matter what. But how could anybody put him in office after watching this?
Well, you have to read all the facts about him, and you can find those facts at URL. Now, let me move on to the funeral yesterday of Jimmy Carter. I have never seen... honestly, it was like the Housewives of Washington, D.C. I've never seen the presidential squad with all the living presidents look so crazy. Let me just start with the video of them just walking in and being ushered in, because they're ushered in one by one. Bill Clinton looks like, he's probably the next to go. I hate to say that. Melania was so stoic yesterday. Here's Mike Pence giving him a warm handshake to Melania and Donald Trump. They're cordial to each other. Melania was so stoic. It was the 1-year anniversary of her mother's death. yesterday. So, 1 year death of somebody like your mom is really tough. And so she's at a funeral, and she's just I think she's just the classiest first lady we've had, at least in my lifetime. I mean, I think she beats Jackie O. And she has had pretty much the same kind of pressure on her that Jackie O did. And she has been classy all the way. Then let's go to Obama cutting up with Donald Trump. They're at the funeral. The funeral is I think going on. And play the video now of Donald Trump and Barack Obama. Just sitting there. They're laughing. Now, I'm going to get back into the lip reading thing here in a second. But Barack Obama is laughing. And my favorite part is, have you ever been, you've been on one side of this, one side or the other. You know when somebody's talking and screwing around in a movie theater, and there's that person who doesn't want to say anything and is not going to say anything, but they just turn around and give you a look like, die. You know that look? Usually it comes from women. They just turn around and look at you like, stop it. And then they turn around, they're in a huff. Well, that's what happened with Kamala yesterday. As Barack Obama is laughing, she turns around like that schoolmarm. She turns around and looks at them like, die. And then turns around and then picks up her program and pretends to read it. And she's not reading it. She's just so angry for some reason. When they come in and they're seating, they seat the first lady and the first lady too, her husband. When they're sitting down, then they bring in Jill and Joe Biden. I mean, I'm in the mountains of the West right now. It's, I don't know, outside it's probably 1. It was colder in that church when those two saw each other than it is right now. I mean, it was brutal. Let me see. Let me go to go back to the funeral thing where they're talking back and forth. And let me tell you about the lip reader. Did you read about the lip reader, what they said? I don't know if this is... Yeah. Okay. So they're talking back and forth, and at one point, Trump, this according to a lip reader, Trump leans over toward Obama and says, "I've pulled out of that. It's the conditions. Can you imagine that?" Now, I don't know if he was talking about Kamala, or I don't know what, it might have been some sort of a deal, global war. I don't know what it was, but the speculation is maybe it's the Iran nuclear deal or the Paris climate agreement. They don't know what they were discussing, but Obama laughs. So I don't know how this relates to that. He laughs, and then Trump said, "And after, I will." So we don't know what that means. The TV pool camera cut away from the two guys. And then when it comes back on, Trump says, "Call me at the Foy after." Yep. And maybe that was the Foyer, or there's a little-known hotel called the Foy. At this point, I'm starting to question the lip reading. You know what I mean? I'm like, maybe he meant the Foyer, but only said the Foy, and he wanted to call him when he was in the foyer. I mean, that just doesn't... What?
A lot of people abbreviate foyer to foy.
It happens all the time.
It happens all the time. Mm-hmm.
Where did you leave that? I left it in the foy. Okay, right. So he says, "Call me at the Foy after." Yeah. Then Obama said, "Can you just... It should be good." Again, that doesn't work as a sentence. It doesn't work, okay?
Like, sometimes you have information you don't need to communicate to other people. And if what you came up with as a lip reader is, and he said, "I want to Ed Squirrel. Like, if that's what you came up with, just don't
You're probably
tell people.
not reading it right. Yeah,
Right,
you're
yeah.
probably not reading it right. Then Trump said, I can't talk. We have to find a quiet place sometime. This is a matter of importance, and we need to do this outside so we can deal with it. Certainly today. Okay, what would Donald Trump beat? And then Obama's laughing. What would be important that would make Barack Obama laugh that they had to deal with today, the two of them? The lip reader also interpreted Obama as saying, listen to me, it's a chore. It's a chore. Yeah, Trump replied, I can't think of anything that is a chore. That sentence doesn't even make sense.
No, what?
It doesn't make
Who did
sense.
they hire for this job? This is the worst.
I'm a lip reader. I know what they're saying. Soup. 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 I don't think that's what they were saying. I mean, maybe, I don't know who they hired as a lip reader, but here
Glenn,
it is.
Oh, sorry. I did want to interrupt. We do have a sentence for Donald Trump that has just come down.
We do.
We do, and it is an
You
incredible
mean from the
sentence.
lip reader or the sentence from the judge?
I'm lip reading people on TV as we do the show.
Okay.
And
All right.
They've
I got a sentence from the lip reader.
They've
Cake
sentenced him-
is good.
They've sentenced him to balloons. I don't know what that means. Why?
What is the sentence?
This is not me misreading a lip reader. This is the actual sentence. The judge
Okay.
has sentenced Donald Trump to unconditional discharge. I swear.
I've had that. I've had that before. It's
no.
nasty. You take some medication and it clears up, but that
Yeah.
unintentional or unrelenting or whatever it was, discharge.
Unconditional
that
discharge
happens.
can be if you have antibiotic cream, you can get rid of that pretty quickly. But,
you get rid of it. Yeah.
Wait, so unconditional discharge just means like they just let him go? Like that's what it is. Like he just walks out without any conditions? That's what all of this built up to. We spent millions and millions of dollars to say, "Hey Don, see you later." That's it.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, fitting. with
If
this
you
process.
have
Unconditional
discharge of any kind, call your doctor.
If that unconditional discharge lasts for 4 hours or more, you need to see a physician immediately.